earlier today, I sent out a tweet that said, convince the wife to do a Q&A on the second channel with me. Ask away if you have any questions for her or us. So here we are. We're going to respond to some of your guys' questions. That was the stupidest intro. Yeah, so we're going to do a little Q&A for you guys. I know we've done some reactions, and you guys have had a good response to that. There's been a lot of requests in the comments to do a Q&A to get to maybe know Mrs. Lush a little better, myself. Obviously, many of you probably know me a little bit better than her. Judging from the comments, she seems to be the only one that anyone cares about on this particular channel, which is soul-crushing for me. But you know what? I died to my ego a long time ago. I can handle it.
Thank you very much.
I have a very good sense of self. We're definitely not going to get through all of the questions, so we may do like a part 1 today and a part 2 to try and follow up on some of the additional questions we didn't get to at a later date. We'll see how it goes. But as always, thank you guys for interacting, for asking the questions, and for supporting the Tomato Mafia, my family. We do appreciate you. My dear friend Lord Vega wants to know, are you guys still naming your next kid Lord Vega? Mrs. Lush.
There will be no next kid.
Whoa, baby. Dropping the hammer.
Hey, that's not a joke. I'm serious.
I know, yeah, we're
good.
We're on the fence. We're pretty pumped with having one.
We're not on the fence. We're good where we're at.
First question, we're already learning a lot about ourselves here. Right, like she's convinced, but we might. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, we're planning
not coming out of me.
Jack's Little Tomatoes is the one, and we kind of planned on doing that.
We're 3 peas in a pod.
It's harder to convince.
Little Tomato, Mrs. Lush, Daddy Lush.
Hey man, that's it. But if we were to have another kid, accidentally perhaps, if you're watching this,
you dare let your younger audience think it's okay to accidentally have a baby.
No, that was a joke. It's not.
It needs to be very intentional and well planned out, and there are measures to prevent that
exactly.
from happening.
Yeah, exactly. You'd have her do 10 jumping jacks after you're finished, and you don't get pregnant.
Oh gosh, do we need to talk about coitus interruptus again?
Coitus interruptus. My friend Mr. GG, great YouTuber, says, how has your daily life affected having a YouTuber as a husband? This question is for you. What pros and cons do you see when comparing it to a more traditional job with a great SpongeBob gif? Honey.
All right, so our daily life, it's definitely more flexible having my husband be a YouTuber.
AKA, she still works full-time, and anytime Jackson's sick, I'm available to take care of him, which is fantastic.
Or if I get stuck at work late, it's okay. He can go pick him up from daycare. You're satisfied. You're doing what you want to do.
Do I seem happy to you?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Fake it till you make it. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm
obviously kidding. I'm so blessed. I consider myself one of the luckiest people alive.
I'd say, the main negative thing is that Leon doesn't know when to stop working. He works from home, so he doesn't have a 9-to-5. He doesn't have a boss or a punch in, a punch out. He's very often, almost every single night, working well after I go to bed. Who knows what time he goes to sleep. Not really sure if he sleeps.
There's a common misconception. It's like, oh, you don't even do anything. It's not a real job. Or you're not doing this. You're not doing that. How?
Like you work from home and make videos. How cool is that?
Yeah, it's of course, and that's the best thing in the world. But there's so much that goes into it, like from a business perspective, behind the scenes, that people just don't really understand. Yes, there's the video creation process, but when you are doing it as a job that supports your family and pays your mortgage and your bills, you have to treat it. Oh, Mr. Glowworm, great friend of mine, been a supporter from day one, man. I'm talking like sub 5K subs. Like, my man's been there from the beginning. Love this dude. He wants to know, when's the moment you knew Leon was the one?
Day one.
Don't mess up. Oh, yeah. Even when I had the long hair?
I was just going to reference that.
Go ahead.
I mean, yeah. We're going to absolutely have to insert a pic of Leon, but Leon had these luscious, long blonde locks.
Josh, just hit me up for a picture. I'll send it to you. You can put it on the screen.
These giant muscles and biceps, which I just absolutely love.
So when we met each other, I was probably in the best shape of my life, and I also had hair down to here. I was in a band, and I looked like Thor, essentially. So it's no surprise that it happened immediately. And then I turned into this, and Lord, she's still with me, thank God. But
hello. This is what getting married and having children will do to you.
Yahtzee. Okay, cheers to that. All right.
Oh boy, my best friend!
Are you ready for this?
Oh snap! I'm actually not. Oh god, the tongue.
So we got a video reply from Ricky Berwick here, and Ricky and I have been great friends since the very beginning as well. Mrs. Lush knows all about him, obviously, because she's been on the sidelines, kind of seeing, and Ricky is...
yeah.
Every time she hears his voice on my phone, she's like, what the f***?
Like, don't make me listen to that.
Oh, but I will say, Berwick, after we watch this question from you, your flute video of the Tonto, jump on it.
That's my #1 favorite video on the internet.
She will talk about that till the day she dies, and she thinks it's the funniest thing she's ever seen.
I will crack up tears every time I watch that.
Anyways, here's the question from Ricky Berwick.
You convinced her? Or forced?
He convinced me to do this Q&A. He forced me to join the second channel.
Hey, hell yeah. Can your wife sing like you? If so, I need the family on a song, your son too.
Absolutely not.
Oh, don't be shy, honey.
I can't sing.
Sing him a little something.
No.
I'll do the acapella. Ready?
I'm not singing.
Uptown girl.
No.
She was living in a... That question was from Crypt, who is a phenomenal rapper. Good friend of mine as well. Please check him out if you haven't. He's a phenomenally talented dude.
What made Mrs. Lush finally decide to be on camera? I'm so happy she did. It's pretty clear she is the funny one. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
That's pretty much my entire comment section.
I really honestly kind of didn't have a choice. Honestly, we probably talked about it for like 6 months before it ever happened.
She acts like it was like I forced her, but she low-key like secretly was trying to ride the train. Like she'd see me doing things on the second channel, want to get involved in the skits on the first channel sometimes. Occasionally look at the comments when she was involved in something, and next thing you know, we're out here doing reactions on the second channel, and she's all like, "Oh, Leon forced me to be on the channel." Meanwhile, she's all up in the comments, hitting the heart button. You know, yeah, nice try.
For both of you, a question Yoda has. Your new baby. Sharded on you yet? Has it?
Yes.
I don't even know if my wife gets the Yoda reference, but she's that detached from the Star Wars universe. Like, do you know what that is?
It's Yoda.
You know who Yoda is?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I was like ready to draft the papers real quick. Hun, you didn't know what Area 51 was when I asked you last week.
I'll murder you if you want to talk about that right now.
I'm just saying, so there's like, don't act like I should be surprised that you knew what Star Wars was.
I gotta go. You gonna finish up this Q&A by yourself?
Yeah, for sure.
Has stardom, popularity, etc. changed Leon at all, or is he the same today that he was 5 or 10 years ago?
Be honest.
He's the same. He's always just been a really down-to-earth, sweet guy. That was one of the first things I really liked about him.
Hey, listen, you little when I need something done, you drop whatever unimportant nonsense you're in the middle of, and you get it the done!
He's always just been a really down-to-earth, sweet guy. Would you still love Leon if he grew a manly long beard? Well, Bulldini. I don't know if you recall a couple months ago when Leon had that manly long beard. Insert picture here.
Yeah. You loved
But
it,
that
right?
thing was nasty, and I despised it. So the answer is
hated it.
no.
She hated it. I miss it every single day. I dream about it at night. I think about it in the morning when I'm eating my breakfast.
Except when you're eating a sandwich and there's not barbecue sauce.
Yeah,
dripping
that was the
down
worst
you.
part with the stash. There's just food all over it. Oh, but I do miss it. Lady Lush, how would you rate Leon's sense of humor?
He's got a 10 out of 10.
Oh, snap. Okay.
So, Told You Not to Worry has asked, how did you meet Leon and first impressions? So, I already answered my first impression. I was pretty much infatuated right away.
Wow. Psycho.
We met through working in the restaurant business. We both worked at different restaurants and had some mutual friends, and it was just somewhat of a organic meetup, and it wasn't a setup by any means, but we hung out and kind of
She came
hit it off
to my restaurant to visit her friend who had transferred to my restaurant, and she sat at my bar, unknowing she was going to meet me. She sat at the bar. I took care of her. We had a little
we had
a little chemistry, and then that was it. We randomly ran into each other, ended up going to a Red Sox game, and now we have a 1-year-old and we're married. Skip forward a few years. Can I be in this video, Josh? Just blow that face up on screen very quickly. How devastated were you when your husband sat you down and confessed that he was an aspiring professional YouTuber? That is a devastating blow for
It
most
is.
females, I imagine.
But I will say it was more of a progression.
It was gradual, so it wasn't like, oh, I'm just a bum who like does nothing and sits around and uploads a video once a month. No, I was working full time all the way through, supporting myself, paying for my bills barely. But I always supported myself and did what I had to do to make sure me and my own were taken care of while I was doing YouTube as the side hustle. You know what I'm saying? Get home from work 11 to 4 a.m. in the morning. I'm recording and editing videos until eventually, finally, after years, I was able to kind of transition out of the restaurant a little bit and then had some luck last year and was able to go full time, and here we are.
Robert Turner. All right, James, how big
Read it, dude.
how big is Nigel's peepee?
Right here. Right here.
Becca says, I want to see her get exposed to more new things on the internet. Well, Becca, there's definitely more of that to come, and I'm glad you understand that this is genuine first-time exposure.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys understand at this point that I haven't, taken a deep dive into YouTube yet.
We've just existed together, but so separate in our online worlds for so long. So the convergence now that we're doing a little something together it's really kind of awesome because it gives us opportunity to create cool content where stuff that I've been subjected to for years, she's now experiencing for the first time. And I mean, there's no shortage of that stuff to look at. So we'll keep doing
YouTube
it.
is definitely its own culture with its own language and everything. So.
Yeah. Just like your Facebook culture and your mom.
No, Facebook
posts.
culture is for old people, and I'm old.
That's why you love it so much. I'm young at heart. Oh, here's a good one, hon. What are your hobbies? I'm dying to know.
I go to work and I take care of 2 babies.
We covered this, I think, in the last video, didn't we? I don't know if Josh kept the edit in, but her
know about
hobbies,
that.
her hobbies consist of working,
Oh, yes.
going to Target.com on her cell phone,
Yes.
Amazon.com on your cell phone,
Yes.
and then physically IRL going to Target and shopping.
Oh, my God.
Those are her
that's
hobbies,
kinda
and then mother,
freakishly accurate.
motherhood also.
But I also like watching TV.
She enjoys her shows. Yeah, we watched Big Little Lies together. Had a great time. That was fun.
Oh, hell no. Baked, bearded bastard.
What
How
is
many
it?
likes for Mrs. Lush to get a Tomato Mafia tattoo?
Yo, what's
That
good?
better hit 1 million before I'm getting a Tomato
what's
Mafia
good?
tattoo.
What you know about the Tomato Mafia tattoo?
Nobody
got
can
the-
see what it is because you have too much hair.
Imagine.
Never.
Just where would you get it? You think like tribal around the arm with Tomato Mafia in the
Hell
middle?
No.
People have been making fun of my tribal leg tattoo recently. How do you feel about Nigel, by the way? Just a quick one
Who's
sentence.
Nigel?
Who's Nigel? How dare you? You just lost every fan on this channel you can imagine.
Don't worry, I've been canceled.
Yeah, you've been canceled a few times. Is Leon actually a machine running hot on all cylinders at all times, or is man's just sweaty? What do you think, hon?
Just sweaty? Is that a question?
Am I typically hot all the time, or do I just sweat once in a while on camera?
He's always hot.
I'm an absolute blast furnace.
He is.
At any given point of the day, I'm either sweating, red in the face, and throughout all those times, I'm always hot.
Yes.
It just comes with being a larger person. 260 brick shit house. Censor that one for me, Josh.
Is Leon really as thick as he looks on camera? Oh, hell yeah. Stand up, honey.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Like a whole Christmas ham stuffed into a burlap sack back there.
Silent boy, what is something you do that annoys her the most?
here
That
we go.
question's for you, hun. It's aimed at you. What is something you do that annoys her the most?
Oh, well, there's a list of things. Currently, it's...
We're in the kitchen, so think about it.
Yeah, leaving cabinets open. Is that
Cringe.
one of them?
Yes.
Cringe. Cabins being open.
Oh my
But it's
God.
obnoxious. You do it all the time.
Yeah, that's... Okay, no.
Why do we have soft closed cabinets if you don't close them?
Because I'm busy. I'm always thinking one step
Okay.
ahead. And I'm thinking about my next step. I forget to close the cabinets. Snoring's becoming a little problem right now. I've never
Snoring
really
is
had...
unbelievable
I've
at
been
the
a little
moment.
sick and congested, so it's like
For a
thing.
month.
I've never
dying.
snored in my life. I don't know if it's like an age thing or what, but like I hate myself for it. Do I need to lose weight? Typically when I'm thinner, I don't snore as much. I used to leave the toilet seat up, which I don't ever, almost.
That's been a long time.
Yeah, she's got me trained pretty good. I'm whipped, I'll be honest with you. In areas where it matters, but I still am the alpha. I wear the pants, I wear the suspenders, the
No
britches.
way.
Yeah, I tell her who's boss. And the final question is from, the man himself who edited this video, actually. Josh Rock Productions wants to know, am I getting a raise? I don't know. What do you think, hon? You know what? This is a question for me. It depends on. I guess it depends on how good this video goes, Josh. So don't drop the ball
Lead us to success.
and shut up. Yeah, you know you'll get a raise when we get a 1 million subscriber plaque. How does that sound? If you get the second channel to 1 million subs, extra $5 a video. All right, guys, it's past Mrs. Lush's bedtime, so she's already on her way. Oh no, there she is. Anyways, thanks for joining us. Thanks for asking some questions. Hope you got a little insight if you wanted to. If you stayed till the end, you're an actual true legend, really. So we appreciate you. We'll see you in the next video. Have a great night.